I'm Victor Glenn for MyPoint TV in Austin, Texas. Prior to the start of fall classes at the University of Texas, we spoke with several Austin community members and UT staff about the controversy and conversation surrounding the current school song, The Eyes of Texas. Now, with classes in session, we wanted to speak with those closest to and most impacted by the issue, UT students. For many incoming students, the discussion comes as news, and many are too focused on classes to delve beyond the orientation presentations briefly touching on the troublesome history of the song.
So we're freshmen and we haven't really heard a lot of the conversations revolving the UT song. I know for me personally, we had to watch some orientation videos, and that was one of them. It briefly touched on the issue and the history on the song and how it kind of came to be. So I kind of know a bit of that.
We're trying to transition into it. I haven't gotten much into a talk to it or paid much attention to it because I'm trying to focus mostly on getting all my classes together and all of the work done. So I wouldn't have much, to talk about it specifically.
For other students, their familiarity with UT alumni allows them a lens onto the view that the song should stay because, regardless of its roots, the song is not intended to harm or offend.
Pushing back on it because there's a lot of tradition in the name and in the song, and some people think it's really important. I've been to weddings where they play that song. You say it in a joyous manner. It's not supposed to be offensive, and a lot of people are saying that the words and the inheritance are really offensive.
Students with more involved knowledge of the conversation surrounding the song largely hold the view that, as mentioned in our last report, since the song no longer serves to unite students, it should go.
Because if it has a lot of, if it has a negative history behind it, and then if it's not serving the purpose that it's supposed to serve, then I don't actually see the reason why, it should be there. But yeah, it makes a lot of sense to have it kind of tossed out. If the university's trying to progress and move towards being more inclusive, and welcoming different cultures and ethnicities and all that stuff, I do think that it is an important thing to do.
Furthermore, student athletes who've had much more exposure to the song and the uproar surrounding it see the history as more than something to be simply acknowledged and then moved past. Others hold a view similar to other community members regarding the changing or updating of traditions to better reflect the current student body.
Even as a black person, you're singing the song, and all you know is that it's your school song within, a lot of people are telling you, oh, it was used in minstrel shows and things like that. You're like, well, wait a minute, now I don't know how I feel about singing this so proudly, and it's just, now that the history's been brought up, I think it's something that you can't ignore.
I'm all for starting new traditions. I think it would be so great if we could scratch that one and then start anew. I think it would create an even better, more unifying tradition. So I think the argument that, well, it's just got such a long, good history behind it and so many things with this song that has unified the university, I think it doesn't really hold up or matter as much as the argument has been to keep it.
I'm Victor Glenn for MyPoint TV, and that's how I see it. But what are your thoughts on the Eyes of Texas and whether it should remain or become a part of UT history rather than an enduring part of the present?